Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today's new video is my NFL top 5 defensive ends going into 2023. And let's just jump right into it at number 5. At number 5, I have Max Crosby from the Raiders. Now, Crosby's relentless motor and extensive pass rush moves have made him one of the most productive edge rushers since entering the league as a fourth rounder in 2019. He had 10 sack lunches as a rookie. Yum, 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 yum. Now, the two-time Pro Bowler delivered his best season in 2022 with 12.5 sacks, 22 tackles for loss, 36 quarterback hits, and 89 total tackles. Amazing. Now, Crosby's only 25, does his best work in crunch time with one of the best career performances coming in 2021. Regular season finale against the Chargers. Crosby sacked Justin Herbert twice and hit him 4 times to send the Raiders into the postseason. Now, let's take a look at the stat line here real quick as we take a quick peek. Now, they need to get a photo for Max Crosby. I mean, it's so disrespectful. 58 tackles, 12.5 sack lunches, 3 fumbles, and no picks. And as you're taking a look, obviously, at the tackles for loss, you're looking at the tackles in general, how many games he's played, 16, 16, 17, and 17, very solid. But most people care about on the edge is sack lunches, right? 10 sack lunches in 2019, 7 and 8 in 2020, 2021. But then he had a career year last year at 12.5. And that is exactly why I have Max Crosby right now at number 5. He's played 4 seasons for the Raiders, 150 solo tackles, 81 assisted, 37.5 sack lunches, and 2 fumble recoveries. At number 5, it's your boy, Max Crosby. At number 4, now, this one is very easy for me to be able to put on, and you can probably interchange a lot of these guys that are in the top 5, and I absolutely love what I'm going to be able to get out of TJ Watt. Now, with TJ Watt, he did come off a little bit of an injury. Now, the string of dominant defensive linemen from the 2019 draft ends here. Now, Watt has been wrecking games since he's been drafted number 30, which is disrespectful. In 2017, no one has more sacks in that span than Watt's 77.5 career sacks. Not only does Watt, 28, have the stats to be regarded as one of the best edge rushers of the past decade, his list of accolades rivals what the top 2 names on this list have achieved. Now, Watt is a 3-time first-team All-Pro selection and named to Defensive Player of the Year in 2021. But Watt will be aiming for a bounce-back season after his 2022 season was trimmed down to only 10 games due to injuries. Now, let's take a quick peek, obviously, with TJ Watt. All right, as we look, 27 tackles, 5.5 sack lunches, 1 forced fumble, 2 interceptions. But again, he was injured. All right, TJ Watt has played 6 seasons for the Steelers, 243 solo tackles, 90 assisted, 77.5 sack lunches, 7 fumble recoveries, 6 picks, and he was selected to play in 2 Pro Bowls and 1 Defensive Player of the Year trophy. Now, take a look at the stat line. So, again, we look at games played. Everything looks good except for last year. Only 10 games played, right? And then you look at the sack lunches. 7 in his rookie year, and it's an incredible run. 13 in 2018, 14 and a half, 15, 2020, 22.5, in 2021 when he was Defensive Player of the Year, and then 5.5. I know he'll have a bounce back year. The guy is phenomenal, and we're talking about TJ Watt. At number 3. Now, with this one gets kind of interesting with my top 3 because, again, I really do think that a lot of these guys are interchangeable, but I have to go with Myles Garrett. Now, Myles Garrett, for those ranked on the list, Garrett can say he's been a number 1 pick in the NFL draft, right? A lot of these guys, not number 1. Now, after taking Garrett first in 2017, the Browns have rewarded the 5 consecutive season, 10-plus sack lunch artist from the 4-time Pro Bowler. Now, he's 6'4", 272, combined strength and athleticism to become a matchup nightmare for opposing offensive lines. He's coming off back-to-back seasons of at least 16 sack lunches, yum, 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 and an impressive 33 quarterback hits in 2021. Now, the 27-year-old Garrett has paced all edge defenders last season with a 92.5 defensive grade from Pro Football Focus. Now, let's take a quick peek at the stats for my boy Myles Garrett at number 3. All right, Myles Garrett, 37 tackles, 16 sack lunches, yum, 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 2 forced fumbles, no picks. Now, he's played for the Browns for 6 seasons, 177 solo tackles, 86 assisted, 74.5 sack lunches, 4 fumble recoveries, played in only 1 Pro Bowl there, which is crazy. And then as we take a quick peek, as you look at the sack lunches, started off his career with 7, and then a big, massive run, 13.5 in 2018, and then work your way down, 10, 12, 16, and 16 back-to-back. It was very difficult for me not to put him at number 2. Very, very solid, very, very reliable, and that's why I have him ahead of Watt and Crosby at the moment. Number 3, Myles Garrett. At number 2, wow, this one was crazy. Like, when we knew that when he was coming into the league, we knew he was going to be special from Penn State. But I don't think anyone really thought he was going to be this good this quickly, right? At number 2, we have Micah Parsons. Now, after a historic 2 seasons in his first 2 years, Parsons, 24, is pushing for the Cowboys to change his position on the roster because he's going to be eligible after his 3rd season and negotiate a contract extension because he can play linebacker or DN, so it's kind of like a hybrid player. Now, that could possibly make him the highest paid non-quarterback in the league. Parsons, a 2-time first-team All-Pro, 26.5 career sack lunches in 2 years, become only the 3rd player in league history to start a career with back-to-back seasons of 12-plus sack lunches. Now, what gives Parsons an edge over the others is his versatility in coverage against the run and the pass, which is why he entered the league as a linebacker before moving to edge rusher into his 2nd career game. Now, the position change initially was temporary due to injuries on the defensive line, but the number 12 pick has never looked back. At number 2, Micah Parsons. Now take a look at the stat line with Micah. Incredible. Let's take a quick here. 42 tackles, 13.5 sack lunches in 2022, 3 forced fumbles, no picks. Now he's played 2 seasons with the Cowboys, 106 solo tackles, 43 assisted, 26.5 sack lunches, 3 fumble recoveries, and he won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Now, if you're looking at the stat line, look at that, 13.5 sack lunches. Amazing. And take a quick peek here at the overall stat line. So normally we're looking at games played. Boom. He's playing pretty much almost every game. He's getting a lot of tackles. And then the 13 and a half. The guy is a crazy hybrid player, and I don't see him slowing down anytime soon. And it wouldn't surprise me if he ends up getting Defensive Player of the Year multiple times before his career is up. At number 2, we have Micah Parsons. And at number 1, and again, this was kind of tough for me to be able to decide who I want to go with. But if you actually break down the stat line to kind of take a peek, it kind of makes sense. So at number 1, we got my boy from the 49ers, Bang Bang Niner gang, Nick Bosa. Now, to summarize Bosa's greatness, the 49ers wouldn't have likely advanced to 3 NFC championship games and a Super Bowl appearance if they passed on him at number 2 in the 2019 draft. The Cardinals probably regret, they do regret taking Kyler Murray over Bosa. And judging from the GM's recent comments, it's no coincidence that the 49ers missed the postseason the year Bosa tore his ACL, now which occurred in the 2nd game in 2020. But the dominant force picked up where he left off in the memorable rookie season, delivering back-to-back Pro Bowl seasons and winning Defensive Player of the Year last year. Now, Bosa is known for his strength and speed off the line, 18.5 sack lunches, yum, an eye-popping 48 quarterback hits in 2022. Bosa's only 25, expected to reset the market for edge rushers, and it could happen in a matter of a few weeks, days. We don't really know. At number 1, Nick Bosa. And let's take a quick peek at his stat line, which is going to be phenomenal. All right, Nick Bosa, 41 tackles for loss, 18.5 sack lunches, 2 forced fumbles, and 0 picks. Bosa's played for 4 seasons for the Bang Bang Niner gang, 116 solo tackles, 40 assisted, 43 sack lunches, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 pick, Defensive Rookie of the Year award. All right, now take a peek at the stat line. All right, take a look. So he started off his career year with 9 sack lunches, then obviously got hurt with the ACL tear. Then he bounced back with 15.5 and 18.5, which is incredible. So he's pretty solid besides the ACL tear that he had in 2020, 16 games played in 2019, and then 17 and 16. The guy is a horse. And like I said, sometimes you can't pass up on a beast player like Nick Bosa. So let's do a quick review of my top 5 defensive players. Not defensive tackles. We'll do that tomorrow. Defensive ends. At number 5, from the Raiders, Max Crosby. At number 4, TJ Watt from the Steelers. Number 3, Myles Garrett from the Browns. And number 2, from the We Dem Boys, Dallas Cowboys, Micah Parsons. And at number 1, Bang Bang Niner gang, Nick Bosa. So make sure you guys comment below and let me know what your top 5 is, and I'll definitely check it out. And we'll be back obviously tomorrow with another upload with my NFL top 5 defensive tackles going into 2023. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys, and I'll be back very, very soon. Gang.